Yo, YouTube, this is Jordan Steele 88 coming at you with another video. I'm going to do the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens game recap, so let's get into it. So the Pittsburgh Steelers win in comeback fashion once again against the Baltimore Ravens 16-13, and it was a pretty good game, for so to speak. I'm gonna start with the first half. First half, I mean, we still had problems to drive going, but we weren't able to finish though. Once again, we've been having those problems though. We've been having those drives going, but weren't able to finish though. We managed to get 3 points. And then the next drive we had to punt though. And defensively, they was doing a pretty good job of stopping the run. They did a pretty good job They do some at times at stopping the run. I know Baltimore managed to excuse me. They managed to have a nice running game in the first half at times. And Chris Boswell's second field goal was a doink, so to speak. I mean, it's been like rinse and repeat for the offense for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then going into the halftime, man, we had that dumb unsportsmanlike kind of penalty on Cameron Hayward though. It didn't look like much, man. Look like much. That was a BS call. And then Baltimore gets a touchdown off of that. They get a touchdown off of that. And then in the second half, just like it was almost like last week, said one thing: Kenny Pickett did not turn the ball over, although he had a near thrown interception when he was when he nearly got sacked. So to speak. I mean, it was at times though when the drives don't look promising. It was the same thing, and now they managed to get 3. I know Chris Boswell, he managed to get to redeem himself out that last kick and got the 50-yarder and made it. It was a curve though. It was like about to miss it though, but it barely went in. Defensively, they did a pretty good job of limiting Baltimore to 3 points. Although Baltimore's running game was still pretty effective. No J.K. Dobbins wrecked the game. He got like 100 yards. And tight end Mark Andrews wrecked the game. So what? You gotta be better at covering tight ends, man. We always have problems covering tight ends. So, and yeah, the defense did a pretty good job throughout the second half and limiting Baltimore to a field goal, just 3 points. And Kenny Pickett and the running game for the Pittsburgh Steelers almost throughout the game was impressive. They did an impressive job running the ball. Najee Harris had like 100-some yards. Jalen Warren nearly had 100-some yards too, but he only like 70-something. I'm gonna check the stats any minute. I mean, the receiving game has been okay at times. I know Freiermuth was getting open, got some catches. Deontay Johnson got some huge catches. George Pickens got that huge third down catch, man. That was impressive by George Pickens. So yeah. And Steven Sims on that game-winning drive, I'm going to talk about. That catch was incredible. Incredible catch by him, because although he's not known as a receiver, I know he is a right receiver, but he's known as a return specialist. But he did a good job of keeping Kenny Pickett in this game. And then the Kenny Pickett, man, it's more I talk about. He did it again. He got that touchdown pass to the last year's first round pick Najee Harris. So two first round picks, one from last year and one from this year, with a touchdown. Wow. Last week it was 2 this year's draft picks, Kenny Pickett to George Pickens in that Raiders game. And now this game, it was 2 first-round picks. One from last year, one for this year. Last year, Najee Harris. This year, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett throws a touchdown from to last year's first-round pick, Najee Harris. That's what I've been saying about Najee Harris. He is that beast, though. We have unleashed the beast more times than anything on this 3-game win streak. And I gotta tell you, man, Kenny Pickett has that it factor. He has that it factor. I don't care what people say. Kenny Pickett has that it factor. He has that it factor. I tell you, this guy has MVP in him. He has MVP in him, man. He has MVP in him in the future. Because I got a feeling he could get one in the near future. Hopefully. If we can build on an offensive line and get at least a target, man, or if Austin Fur comes back next year, watch out. Watch out for him, man. Kenny Pickett is going to be a Steelers legend. I got a feeling Omar Khan is going to pay him a ton, man. Omar Khan is going to pay him a ton. He's going to for sure play Najee a ton, because we know Omar Khan is not a lazy GM. He ain't like Kevin Colbert and just sit there and let his players just go. He ain't gonna let them do that unless they don't live up to what they're doing. And yes, Deontay Johnson got the 2-year extension, but this has been a rough year for him. He still doesn't have a touchdown this year. Still hasn't had a touchdown this year. Just a shame that Deontay Johnson did not have a touchdown this year. So, yeah, man. I'm telling you about Kenny Pickett, man. He is going to be a legend in the Steelers for years to come. He's got that it factor. He has the it factor. I'm telling you, he has that it factor. I tell you. So, yeah. So that's all I got to say. Hey, Raven fans, if you want to watch my YouTube video, great game. Great game. Great game, Ravens fans. Good game. Great game. So, things are starting to fall in the favor of the Steelers. I fell in the favor of the Steelers Sunday. With Jets losing to Seattle, Miami losing to New England. I know Leedy does not like that. Shout out to Leedy, by the way. He don't like the Patriots. I feel him. So, hey. So, yeah. So that's all for the summary. I'm gonna look at the stats. Kenny Pickett was 15 for 27 for. Kenny Pickett was 15 for 27, 168 yards passing. Yards per average 6.2, 1 touchdown, with a rating of 86.7. And rushing, Najee Harris, 22 attempts, 111 yards, 5.0 average, longest 15. Jaron Warren, 12 attempts, 76 yards, 6.3 average, 31 attempts. 31 longest yards. Excuse me, y'all. Gunnar Olszewski has 1 attempt, 6 yards, 6.0 average, and longest 6 yards. Derek White had 1 attempt, 3 yards, 3.0 average, longest 3 yards. Kenny Pickett 5 attempts, 2 yards, 1.4 average, longest 2. Receiving, Harford moved 3 receptions. 36 yards, longest 12 yards. That's not as long, excuse me. Average 12.0 average. Longest 20 yards, excuse me. Deontay Johnson, 2 receptions, 35 yards, 17.5 average. Longest was 21. Steven Sims, 3 catches, 34 yards, 11.3 average. Longest 28. George Pickens, 2 catches, 28 yards, 14.5 average. Longest 15. Jalen Warren, 3 catches, 22 yards, 7.3 average, longest 10. Najee Harris, 2 yards. No, it says 2 receptions, excuse me. 12 yards, average 6.0, Longest 10 yards and 1 touchdown. So Steelers game ball goes to Kenny Pickett, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Pat Freiermuth, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, and the second and everybody on that defense, especially in that second half, for limiting Baltimore to 3 points. So shout out to all the Steelers fans, all Steelers fans around this world, whole world out there. Shout out to the Steelers fans all over this world. Shout out to the Steelers fans out there, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Shout out to the Steelers vid makers, man. Y'all doing y'all thing too, man. Shout out to the Steelers vid makers on YouTube. So, and y'all Steelers vid makers on YouTube, subscribe to me. I talk more Steelers. So, yeah. So Mike Thomas, first losing season is gonna have to wait another game. I mean, we just keep fighting, man. This Steelers team is fighting. They're not quitting. They're not gonna tank for they're not gonna tank for a draft pick. They're not gonna do that. That's for sure. So yeah. So yeah, so we gotta get ready for Cleveland. We beat Cleveland and hopefully get some hope, and hopefully the Jets could play spoiler, and hope the Bills could beat the Patriots. So let's get ready for the Browns. So yeah, because we let J.K. Dobbins read the game and Mark Andrews read the game, but they didn't get any touchdowns. Defense home to 3 points. So yeah. So, and Minka Fitzpatrick, man, how about this guy? I forgot about him. Minka Fitzpatrick. How about this guy right here? Minka Fitzpatrick. How about him? Minka Fitzpatrick. How about Minka Fitzpatrick? He sealed the game for us, man. He did it in Atlanta, and he did it in Baltimore. Excuse me. So, Minka Fitzpatrick, man, he could win Defensive Player of the Year, man. He could win Defensive Player of the Year this year, bro. I tell you. He could win one this year. Man, if he wins it this year, it's going to be some kind of miracle because one Dallas player could win it this year. That's Michael Parsons. But that's another video for another time. But, yeah, but Minka Fitzpatrick, man, how about him? He was injured in that game. He returned and sealed the game for us. This guy, Minka Fitzpatrick, it's like the Steelers twins were saying, thank you, Miami. Guy can win Defensive Player of the Year this year, man. If not, hey, that's cool. So yeah. So that's all I gotta say. Hey, this is Jordan Steele 88 coming at you with another video. Like, comment, subscribe for more Pittsburgh sports content. So, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Yeah, man. And we're still alive.